That's right.
Under my leadership, look, the first thing I'm going to do, you haven't asked policy, but let's go to some policy. That's the most important thing for me.
The king of morning shows.
First thing first, under my policy, is policy number 1, the Ghanaian mindset, change of mindset. If we don't change our mindset, if Jesus Christ should come back, he can manage the country. We first of all have to change our mindset and our attitude.
Okay.
The Ghanaian mindset is something else. Until we begin to build a certain level of mindset and change our attitude, and then hold on to our country and believe that everything that must happen in Ghana, Ghanaian first. Because everything in Ghana now, our mindset is totally something else. We have no love for our country. We don't respect our own. We don't value our own. We don't regard anything in Ghana. We are not patriotic citizens. We are not proud of Ghanaian citizens. We don't do anything, nothing. So Ghanaians first.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to implement what is called a serious national database, a national data system that will capture information of every Ghanaian, from the last child born this morning until the last old man alive, right from your facial recognition, your phone numbers, your salary, your income, the number of cars you have, number of houses you have, your land, your property, your children, the number of wives, everything that you have to be captured in a data system.
Okay.
Now, when we are able to have that data system helps us in policy number 3, National Development Plan. How to plan. Because we don't have a data system, so we don't know what we are doing. We are not planning. We are not just doing anything. We have a banana economy where the president himself doesn't even know what is happening today, how many people are coming out of school, how many people are in hospital, how many people are at the port, how many people are leaving school. We don't have anything called data. It's just like all of you here. There should be a data that monitors everybody. How many workers are here, you know. So with this data system, corruption will be 0. Because you, Captain Smart, your watch, look at it. If it is Rolex and it's $50,000, you'll be questioning how you bought that Rolex, where you got the money from.
That's right.
Your car, if it is $500,000 US, your salary does not
support that.
We'll find out. Your house and everything. So everything about you is being monitored. So if I need information about you, Captain, I'll press Captain. If it's a Smart, the name will come. How many of them? 10. I'll put your telephone number or your date of birth. Yours will appear. So we know everything about you.
We want young Africans.
We have to police the people. Now, when we are planning now, like you were talking about the police, right from level 300 students, and then my policy is that all the policemen that are going to come after me are going to be graduates.
You should have a degree.
You should have a degree. And right from level 300, all my students will know where they are going after school. I am not training them to become graduate unemployed. I'm training them to fit into my society. Whatever I'm planning, if I'm training 1,000 students or 2,000 students to be doctors, engineers, and farmers and everything, every student before you come out of school, we know where you're going. Because we have to now change the curriculum of education. To design the curriculum of education, not for people to write exams and pass, no, but to fit into our future needs and wants. So if we want to build railway stations, we want to build factories, we want to build cars and other things, our students are trained to fit into that industry. We're not doing the Nkrumah style of teaching, learning, and passing exams. No, I don't need that. We are training them to fit into the society. So from level 300, those who want to be nurses, we know. Those who want to be policemen, you are already giving your
the cadet training
from there. Those who want to be customs, from there you are moving. So every year we have a quota for all kind of institutions. that will fit. Because we have a country that we are not building anything. We are saying there are no jobs. Of course there are no jobs because one, we import $1.2 billion of rice every year. $700 million of tomatoes every year. $800 million of oil. Well, all these things, we can do it. And that is why my policy number 5 comes, economic lockdown. I am going to lock down this country for 1 year, economically, to produce. So we are now going to become, we have to produce what we consume and eat in Ghana. So we have to grow Ghana within the 1 year. So no more $1.2 million importing rice, we farm our own rice. No more $700 million importing oil. Look at the things we can use to produce oil, and yet we import coconut, shea butter, granite, palm oil, soya bean. Mention them many. But look at the price of oil in the market.
And even these ones will be very organic.
Very organic. We don't export anything. We only import. Look at the farmlands. And then we import canned tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, even from Burkina. A dried nation like Burkina. We are importing fresh tomatoes from that place. Are we serious? And we sit down and say, no job. Farmlands are there. Food security in this country, when we locked down for 2 weeks, you remember COVID-19, when we locked down, Ghana could not feed 2 regions, Greater Accra and President Greater Kumasi. We could not feed them. After 3 weeks, everybody came out of the lockdown. So what it means that if the pandemic had continued for long and every country was locking down and not giving food, we would have been consuming each other. Are we thinking of that? So we are a country that we have no plan. All that we plan is to win elections, the next election. So we spend more money campaigning to win elections than building Ghana. So if we're going to spend that money in building Ghana, we will not need to campaign to win elections. The Ghanaian people will just vote. Are you with me? $630 billion, our roads. That's why IMF has brought in a new office in Ghana. It's only in Ghana IMF has put an office to monitor the money they've given you. And we still don't understand haircuts. Okay. We still don't know that we have failed. All these things are a sign of failure.
Are you finally, I mean, we don't have enough time.
So the APC,
are you still at the same place where you got flooded?
No, I've moved. I bought, if you get there, I bought 3 graders to do the road.
Okay.
And the gutters. When I started to do, I was there and NADMO came and said, oh, I should leave it. They are going to do it. NADMO came and said they were going to do it. I should stop.
So you stopped?
I stopped. When they didn't come, I started again. Then I was there and East came and gave me a letter that they have awarded the contracts and the routes. I shouldn't touch because I'm interfering. I'm interfering in government projects and contracts. So till date,
they haven't done it.
They haven't done it. It's there. When you come to my house there, in front of the house, the graders are parked there, and the route is still the west road. So I've moved to Trasacco. What can we do? We are fighting to build our own country, and they are fighting us for fighting to build our own country.